welcome. We're here at the KWM Gutterman 3-wall ball outdoor extravaganza here on the Las Vegas Strip, right in front of the Strat Hotel. This is a racquetball, paddleball, handball event, and we are about to start our women's pro doubles semifinal match. We've got warming up on the court right now Alexandra Herrera and Mejia, and they will be taking on Janelle Tysinger-Ledkins and Carla Munoz. I'm TJ Bomball, commissioner of the LPRT, and I'm joined with Coach Cliff Swain, legendary racquetball pro. Thank you for joining us, Cliff.
Great to be here. I wish I was, I'm 100 years old, but I wish I was still on the court, you know what I mean? But I'll take this seat right here, right?
Well, as you mentioned coming in, you might have a favorite in this match.
I do. I work with Carla Munoz regularly, and not only do I want to pull for her for that reason, she's an extra nice girl, super classy lady, very hard worker, and an absolute favorite of mine. So.
Yeah.
Well
said.
You'll be able to tell as I speak about this match.
Well, and we should also mention that you and Carla played some mixed one-wall doubles.
Yeah, we did. We had a really good first round. We both played pretty well. And then we played Daniel and De La Rosa and Holly Scott, and we didn't play as well. Neither one of us, you know, we both would admit that we could have done much better. And, I'd rather lose and, play pretty well and just, have a slightly off day, but we were both just way off, So it's a bummer, but we both tried our hardest, that's for sure. We always do that.
All right, referee is just getting the players started and figuring out who's going to serve first. So we have a little bit of a crunch schedule today. There's some weather expected here in Las Vegas. It's already very windy this morning. It's quite a drop. Yesterday about 100 degrees outside, and this morning we got up, what is it, 65, 70 degrees here and overcast, very breezy. But they're expecting very high winds later and possible rain, so they moved all the matches a little earlier. They also shortened the game, so all the players for today are going to play two games 2-11, tiebreaker also 2-11.
Amazing difference in weather. It's like being in Boston at home, where it's super hot one day and then who knows the next day, like a hurricane maybe. I mean, I was on the court yesterday. It was crazy hot.
Yes.
Yeah, it was at least if it's 95, 100 out, I believe it's hotter than that on the court because it's pavement.
Concrete, yeah, reflecting on the concrete for sure.
We understand that. We appreciate your cooperation.
And this is hoodie weather now.
This is hoodie weather.
Yeah.
That's a deep shot from Alexandra Herrera.
So that serve that you just saw there, that's about as bad as it gets for an indoor serve, but outdoor it's absolutely perfect. Super deep, 3/4 speed, into the wind. For people watching, it looks so easy. It looks like a game as opposed to indoor. You could just step out here and do it. I played with a gentleman last night who's really good indoors, and he had never done this. And he said, this looks pretty easy. I think I got it. And if you asked him today, he was very unhappy about the way it went. And he was waiting for balls to come off the back wall and look up into the lights. It's much harder than it looks. I think the hardest part is the shots that you should hit out here are opposite of instinctual indoors. I mean, really, the best shot to me, the safest, the most go-to, you can't go wrong, is hitting a ball almost as hard as you could, about I'd say 5 feet high, right up the middle. I've never practiced that shot in my life. Indoors,
right. This is about the worst shot you could hit indoors,
right? It's the worst shot indoors, but like that one there too, that would be terrible indoors, but it's great out here, especially on a day like this with the wind.
Yeah, and it is. I'm sure you can hear this in our microphones at home. It is super windy.
So I didn't know that the weather was so drastic that there's a change in the schedule and all that. Can you tell me what that is exactly? What's to be expected?
Well, everything. If you check the schedule and the draws last night, everything has moved earlier today. I think this match was originally scheduled at 11:40 this morning, and
Okay.
it's now at 9:40. They moved everything. They're crunching, really crunching the schedule, and the entire tournament today is playing games to 11, two
Okay.
games to 11, tiebreaker also to 11.
Okay. And is it expected to get worse than this, the weather?
Yes, like
Okay.
4 or 5 o'clock today.
Winds and rain? or-
Winds and chance of rain,
Chance of rain, okay.
but very, very high winds.
Okay.
Ooh, as again, we're already experiencing.
That'll be good for the casinos.
Yeah.
People will be indoors.
Yeah. Janelle Tysinger Ledkins. Janelle, a well-known player on the outdoor circuit, many years as champion.
Yep, she's very comfortable out here. She had some good wins indoors. I'd say a little, if she has a weakness, it's the backhand side. Super strong forehand, but the thing about outdoors as opposed to indoors, it's extremely difficult to get the ball to a weakness, especially if the right-handed person plays the right side. Hitting it to that person's backhand can be difficult because you don't have the side wall over there to hit it into, and if you try to angle it out there too much, you hit it out, and I believe that these matches are about who hits it out the least, not who hits the most winners. And all that expertise sounding knowledge I have, I hit about 20 serves out yesterday. It's just like I didn't know what I'm talking about. It was very frustrating.
We learn from our mistakes. Right?
Yeah. So at what age is that I have to stop learning from my mistakes and I just know to hit the ball in and not out? Pushing 100 over here, so see, like right there, that's a short serve, and she's got about, I don't know, 25 feet of space to get the ball in.
Yeah.
And you just keep doing that and you lose, and that's what we did yesterday.
Minimize the errors.
Yeah, I really think it's just from not practicing all your life a type of serve, a type of serve that would be way off the back wall and very bad indoors. You just instinctually never hit those, and out here, they need to be your go-to. And even that one right there, that for those who watch it, she framed it in and skipped the ball. Carla did on that last one, and it's a very difficult shot to hit. But a really experienced, lifelong outdoor player wouldn't even attempt to short hop and try to roll that ball. They would just kind of bunt it up to the center of the wall, kind of like she just did right there.
Oh, and that again could be a nice angle. Had it clipped that side wall, would have been.
Indoors, great shot.
Yes. Janelle Tysinger Ledkins with the serve.
So far, Janelle is the best server out here, and it's not anything that any of these girls can't do. It's just that they don't do it as frequently as her, and it's very natural to her.
Yeah, she's very comfortable right now on the court. Some heavy hardware here from, as we see from Mike Coulter, director of the three-wall ball event here. It's got a
stunner. Yeah, so I
has
think
a
I'm going to steal this
was
from Mike.
gifted a it looks like a Super Bowl ring with
I would take
very
it from him,
fancy
but
with
it
the
doesn't fit
three-wall
my
ball
thumb,
logo.
so.
Very, very cool. All right, a little discussion here amongst the players.
I was distracted by the Super Bowl ring. that came
So
our
was
way.
I.
Yeah.
Get you an update here, what's going on.
So we have a scoreboard issue here.
me a USAR racquetball rule question. I'm so used to answering in LPRT rules that.
Okay. What was the question? If you don't
So
mind?
Monse Mejia needed a equipment timeout.
Okay.
So she came off the court and switched something. I didn't catch what she did. But in USA racquetball, it's a regular use timeout.
Okay, for no matter what it is, huh? String,
yeah,
glove, anything. Timeout.
it's a used timeout.
Okay.
It's still, although there's some new rules with USA racquetball, they are not in effect yet for
Okay.
any standing tournaments that were already scheduled already. They are not in effect, so the players do get 3 timeouts, 3 30-second timeouts.
Okay. So for this game right here, an 11-point game, they get 3 30-second timeouts? Is that correct?
As far as I know, no other rules changed
And-
except the points.
Okay, and what does it change to, timeout-wise? Do you know?
They're going to 2 1-minute timeouts like the LPRD has done for several years.
I'd like to throw my 2 cents in on that for anyone who cares and for you. I believe that there should be 1 timeout maximum, including the tiebreaker. I think there's, for the sake of the fans, you know, the players want this and they want that. Me, you know, me included. There's a lot of things that I would have liked to be a certain way when I was playing, but I always default to what is best for the fans. And I think 3 timeouts is way too many. Way too many. That's a potential of 6 per game in a 3-game match.
Yeah.
That's just way too much.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Although, on the other side, I do like to thank our sponsors and run some commercials. So.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, for that reason. Well, why not? Yeah, for that, I would.
But I see
TV
where you're going.
timeout
Keep the
for-
game going and
Yeah,
keep.
for
Yeah.
you guys, for the sponsors,
absolutely.
which is for the sake of the game, not for what the players want. So I think that the players, if it's a time for thanking sponsors and all that, that's a mandatory timeout for them. They don't get to choose. I think it should be 1 for them per game, and that's it.
Yeah.
And whatever TV timeouts you need for sponsors, it should be as many as necessary, of course.
Be nice to do a shot clock too, huh?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't that
Between
be
rallies,
nice?
mandatory. It's one of the gripes of the game for fans is sitting around and watching too much downtime.
Too much wiping of sweat on the floor.
And
yeah.
I would take full advantage of it myself, even though I knew it wasn't best for the fans. If I was, you know, at the short end of a long rally, or you know the other guy was a little hot streak, I would take as much time as I was able to get away with.
Yeah.
And I don't think I should have been able to get away with any of that. Jason Menino, for anybody who watched Jason play, I mean, he took way more time than everybody on every single rally. He'd have this routine where he would bounce the ball behind the short line. And he had all these rituals and superstitions, and I just thought it was bad for the game. And I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line, that'll be a consideration.
Yeah,
Have a little
yeah.
more time, a little less time between points.
In the meantime, timeout. Let's thank a sponsor
Yes,
with
let's
one of
do
our
that.
commercials.
Yes, let's do that.
A future free from drugs and alcohol begins with a decision to raise your hand and ask for help. The Frontline Recovery Program at ARC Behavioral Health specializes in treating substance use and associated mental health concerns for veterans and first responders. We provide an evidence-based, trauma-informed approach to treatment, led by a team of veterans and clinical professionals with first responder experience. Your recovery begins here. Call us today.
All right, we are back in live. This is game number 1 after a timeout. In the service box, we've got Alexander Herrera and Monse Mejia with the ball right now. They are down in this game, 5 serving 11.
Nice shot by Janelle there. super comfortable with her forehand.
Oh, that's
nice shot.
yeah, nice angle when it stays in.
Yeah, very risky, but works out. Sometimes you do have to go for it. You just got to pick your spots.
Herrera puts that one away. You know, we've seen, I don't have a lot of experience playing short wall. I play here in Vegas when I come, and I'm learning more and more about it. But the out the door shot, that was a very close example of that.
Yep.
What was your experience this
So,
weekend with the out the door?
So for people watching who don't know exactly what that is, it's kind of like a pinch that, again, indoors would be terrible. It would be way too high. It's a pinch that is hit very high. It doesn't even have to have a ton of pace, but it gets near the end of the wall and goes out the door, they call it. I think some of the old courts actually had a door there, but anyway, so it's just called the out the door shot. And in doubles, what you're supposed to do is the person who is playing on the side that the pinch is going out is supposed to go out of the court as if it's definitely going out. And the partner is supposed to run over and cover it if it hits the side wall, because when you're out there, you can't tell for certain if it's going to catch the side wall or not. So the mistake that people make is the person on that side will make a guess whether it's going to hit the side wall or go out, and they shouldn't. They should just assume
Always
it's going
go.
out.
Okay,
Always
that's
go out,
good information.
and the partner should run over every time as if it's definitely going to hit the side wall. So then there's never an error in that way.
Both shots are covered, right?
Yes. So right there, Herrera went down the line and clipped. I don't know if it clipped Carla's face or her racket.
Something.
Yeah, and so she's looking for Herrera's looking for an avoidable, and so is Monty. And but I feel like Carla was right there and off the court. Yeah. So
Does it matter if you're off the court? Could it still be an avoidable?
You know, I'm not absolutely certain.
I'm not either.
Avoidables to me should be way more obvious. Like if it's even a question, it's not an avoidable. That's my thought. And I think that avoidables should be, you know, a big, huge setup, or you're really, really in the way of a very offensive opportunity. Not something like that right there.
Yeah. Well, that was a half out now. Carla Munoz with the serve, deep overhand. I'm not sure if she got that one. Doesn't matter. It went over the front wall.
Yeah. And my reason for that is to cut down on the arguing, to play another rally as opposed to having somebody win a rally based on a hinder. It's for the fans. That's what I always prefer, is less arguing, have it happen faster, and let them see another rally rather than a point scored.
So as a referee, err on the side of replay unless it's obvious.
I would, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was in.
Yep.
You saw in that earlier rally, or Monte Mejia served there, and she hit herself, and she pointed to the wall, saying like, must have hit a crack or
hit
something.
A rivet or, yeah.
Bad bounce, funny bounce, and that one is out.
Yeah, you'll definitely see some of that stuff out here. Not only, you know, the courts are amazing, but they're not perfect. It'd be very difficult to have any courts out here be perfect. And, you know, the ones indoors aren't perfect either, so occasionally here they will hit, I don't know, space or a screw and take a funny bounce.
It's part of the game.
And I'm saying that because I hit so many balls out yesterday. I would like to blame it all on that right now. It's a great shot.
First point for the serving team. One serves three.
God, that's it so far.
Oh,
that's a great serve.
That was so good. It just clipped inside the line. It's a deep serve.
See, right here, I feel like Carlos should be serving at Monty. Monty's in kind of no man's land, I'd call it. She's standing at the spot where it is the easiest to hit. She's not, I feel like if you're returning serve, you should be way in or deep. And Monty's standing. She's kind of baiting her, you know, really. And there's Janelle's forehand again. See, we'll probably get a look at that again where Monty's serving, standing to return serve. I feel like Carla should go right at her. It's a good serve, good return, good forehand. There's that up the middle and high. There's another good one.
Nice pinch from Alexander Herrera.
Yep, she's another one also very comfortable on her forehand, less so on the backhand side.
But something she has worked over time on the tour, she has worked very hard to get better at her backhand.
Yeah. What has she done? Do you know by chance?
What has she done to get better at it?
I'm curious.
That I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I know we saw for sure a difference over the past couple years, and then again last year when she beat Paola Longoria, two events in a row. Big difference.
So I saw one of those matches, and I personally didn't see any change in the backhand. I just thought that she had a better day with her forehand and better day with her serve, and coincidentally at the same time had a good backhand day. Without actually changing it or improving it, it's just some days the percentages are higher and some days they're lower.
Yeah.
You know, but
I feel like and I've been watching them play for years now. I feel like there was definite change, like a deliberate change from one season to the next.
Gotcha.
For her backhand, that used to be a point of a weak spot.
Okay.
So the other big difference we were talking about yesterday in outdoor, the left-handed player tends to play the right side of the court.
Yes, for a lefty-righty team, that's almost always the case, or in my opinion should always be the case, is because of what we've been saying. The best spot to hit the ball is up the middle. So when you do that against a lefty-righty team, both forehands are up the middle. It's harder to hit the lines or hit angles out the door or to the backhand. So it's very difficult to get the ball there regularly. So as you can see, like almost all of them are serving everything up the middle. So when it's a lefty-righty team, it's a big advantage.
I noticed Janelle hits a pinch into that left front corner a lot.
Okay.
I mean, is that a good strategy? Is that something to be?
Yeah, she's really good at that, especially with her forehand. Yeah, and she usually does it at the right time too. She does it when the players are behind her, and that's where she scores a lot of her points. Pinches to both corners with her forehand. So the referee called a hinder on that one, I believe, and I disagreed with it, and I think it was overturned.
Huh? They do have line judges down there to help out the referee.
And so there it is again. So if that's lefty-righty, that's a lot easier. So Janelle was trying to take that with her forehand, but it's really on Carla's side. So if that's lefty-righty, that's a much easier thing to handle.
That's a side out, but Munoz Ledkins with a deficit. They're behind 2, serving 7.
There's that pinch again, TJ, you spoke of. Oh, and another one by her.
Oh, this is the first time I saw somebody stand inside the court like that. I didn't even know you were allowed to do that.
I thought you couldn't either. But see where Monty's standing right now?
Well, yeah, and Janelle,
yeah,
rather
Janelle
than
inside
stand
on the box,
yeah,
right?
I didn't know you were allowed to.
I didn't know you were either. And sorry, I was kind of interrupting because of where Monty is standing. I was speaking of that earlier. That's why I feel like Carla should go right at her. especially since Herrera is returning just fine over there. Something different. Okay, there we go.
Herrera playing a little too far back to cover that front court. I'm still learning this short wall stuff, so
Yeah.
I like to watch play some of these regular outdoor players that.
So
seem to
Carla
know
went
the
at Monty there, and Monty had a short hop it. It was very difficult. Carla got the setup she wanted, but she didn't make it. She skipped it. That's a great shot right there.
Smart.
Janelle's very feisty, very aggressive. Anytime she's on an outdoor court, she has a good chance. Oh.
Ooh. Some communication.
Yep. That's that outdoor serve right there. Super deep and up the middle.
Funny bounce.
Yep. Hit a crack. Good return. She kind of framed that one in, but it worked. 10-3, game point. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're just joining us, due to weather, matches have moved earlier today, as well as shortened 2 games to 11, tiebreaker also to 11. We're going to take a little break as the players have a timeout, and we'll be back live in just a minute. Welcome back. Live here in a women's doubles semifinal.
Okay, so there's that out the door example. Carla was supposed to automatically go out, and Janelle was supposed to come over, and neither one happened, so that's a game right there.
Yeah, and that
So
means
difficult.
Yeah, that means tiebreaker. So we have another little break,
All right.
and we'll be back live in just a minute for the game number 3 tiebreaker.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here. So enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
Welcome back. We're live at the KWM Gutterman 3-wall ball outdoor championships here in Las Vegas, right on the Strip, right in the parking lot of the Strat Hotel. I'm TJ Bumba, commissioner of the LPRT, and I'm joined here with legendary pro Cliff Swain, and now coach, a very successful coach. I hear a lot of good things from your students.
Oh, that's good. I try hard to make them have a better career. You know, my dad was really, really great with helping me out, and Dave Peck as well. So, you know, I like to think I could have done it on my own, but I got a lot of help, and, you know, I always wished I could do more for Dave Peck, and I told him that, and he always just said, just pay it forward whenever you have a chance. So that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Good.
I really do believe that it was one of my biggest advantages that my dad was extremely wise in a lot of areas, you know, the mental side of it and strategy, and Dave helped me with the fundamentals. And because I think that a lot of the other guys they could do just a lot of the same things I could do, in some areas better, but I feel like I had a lot more information and support that was superior to theirs, and I think that was one of the big reasons I had a lot of good days.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's well said. For those young players that often are starting out and just getting into competition and everything, I feel like they should reach out. They should get help. They should seek guidance from a coach.
They should, and you know, there's a lot of people out there that have very good intentions and they try hard. And I had some of those people trying to help me, coaches or people just trying to do good things and try to help me out. And it was bad information, not bad intentions. And I feel like there's a lot of that out there. And I don't like it when I see it, because I know that there's a lot of good kids out there, and they're, you know, giving 100% effort, and their parents are putting a lot into it. And I know with some very simple changes, they could have a much, much different experience on the racquetball court.
All right, here we go. Back to the match. Janelle Tysinger, Ledkins with the serve. 0 serving 1. This is the tiebreaker, game 2-11, win by 1.
Nice serve.
Oh, unforced error there. You don't see
Yep.
that too often from Tysinger.
Especially on the forehand side. That's her bread and butter, but it was an odd one. You know, it's cutting across her body at a funny angle and a funny height, and that's the result. There we go.
Yeah, pinch into that left corner by Janelle, by Ledkins.
So
we have her name here.
So where you see Monty standing, I don't think that's a good spot to stand, so I did tell Carla between the second and this game here to go at her feet.
She must not have heard you.
She did do it. She
No,
did do it the
kidding.
last
Just
time,
kidding.
and it worked. And that time she went to the other side. Sometimes not everyone listens, and
No.
they shouldn't listen to me every time either, because I do make mistakes for sure on some of my calls.
And sometimes players just have a feeling about a particular shot that they feel really comfortable in.
And, you know, I tell them that too. Like because I know I would hit shots that, you know, the book wouldn't say, you know, but I knew that day I was hitting it well and I felt really good about it. So I would go against the grain occasionally. And I tell them, you know, I'm telling you that, you know, the shot here is the pinch, but if you feel it's the down the line on that day, then go for it. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of science out here, but there's also some art too. Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Oh. And I'm swearing.
Oh, we don't have a B
man.
button.
All right.
We don't have a
from
censor
now on,
button.
I'll only work with 18
Okay, you're
years older kids, because my profanity on the court.
Oh, my goodness. Beep.
I said that because she almost got hit in the face. It was,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not the first time that
Yeah, you do it too?
something. Well, yeah. I
No,
hope-
you're too nice. You don't even
Oh,
ever
actually, I
speak like
spilled.
that.
Actually, I might have done it yesterday. I spilled something while it was
Oh,
on the
okay.
thing, and I went, "Oh, yeah." All right. So it looks like we have an appeal.
Yeah.
Probably whether that was an avoidable or not, I'm guessing. We are up here above in the broadcast booth.
It looked like a clear avoidable to me. Yeah, it looks like that's the call.
so avoidable. Half out. Monse Mejia with the serve. It is 2 serving 1.
Oh. Especially in a tiebreaker, especially in a 11-point game. You got to be aggressive, but you can't get risky with the angles. That's a good serve.
Oh,
Great shot.
nicely done by Carla Munoz. Not only did she cut off that ball, she had a really nice pitch.
Oh, great shot by Janelle there. Great get. Looked a little scary for a second because they were both going for it, and that often doesn't turn out right. But that was a great shot by Janelle. Oh, that's out.
Oh, that is out.
I thought Alexander's, I thought her return was going to go out, but it didn't. It caught the side wall, and that threw Janelle off as well. That's an out
just
ball.
wide. So this is number 1 versus 4. The serving team, Ledkins and Munoz, are the number 1 seeds in this division. Munoz and Herrera and Mejia were the 4 seeds. They took out Jessica Pria and Brenda Lime in the quarterfinals in a tiebreaker, 11-6 tiebreaker, to get to the semis today.
Okay. Another great pinch by Janelle. Great serve by Carla. Weak return and a nice pinch into the left corner.
The other half of this draw and the match that'll be coming up next on this court is Holly Scott, Kalani Lawrence versus Erica Mejia and Michelle Key. That should also be a very good matchup.
Okay. Could get out the door. Janelle's backhand. Nice rip. Nice get. Nice shot by
What a
Carla.
nice rally.
What a pinch. That was great. Great rally. Best one of the match, I'd say.
So it looks like our scoreboard updated. We are tied here at 3-3 in the tiebreaker. Game to 11 win by 1.
Nice shot right there. That's big. Backhand from super deep, going for it. Kind of goes against the grain as well, but she did it at the right time. That's close, right?
Too close.
Close to the face.
Like there's a time where you stay out to let the player hit, but you also have to get back into the court to cover that down the line.
Yep. When you do slide in like that, you definitely should put the racket over your face. I know that one from experience
That's
too.
good advice.
Oh, that's out
Oh,
the door.
that's tough. That is, yeah, that was classic out the door.
There it is. That was like as bad as it gets for indoors and perfect out here.
Isn't
10,
it funny
15
how,
feet
yeah,
high.
so different.
Great cover by Janelle.
Oh, unforced
Marcy
error.
skipped that one. She
Yeah,
doesn't
you
do that
don't
much.
You don't see her do that much.
Yeah, I think it's one of her biggest strengths. I don't think she has a ton of weapons that are obvious, like a big, huge serve, or like Herrera's has a really, really great serve, but she just doesn't skip many balls. She doesn't beat herself.
She's a smart player, too.
Yeah. Perfect serve. Oh, wow, nice, nice. That's another one that we don't practice as indoor players, is hitting the ball up the middle.
Yeah.
And you know, you have a lefty and a righty, and they're both covering the sides there on that shot, and just a perfect shot right up the middle for a winner. Oh, and she misses a forehand.
Yeah.
She had it wide open there too.
Yep, half out. 3 serves 4.
I would have tied it up. That one hurts.
And there's a side out. You know, what we don't have today is the sun. The other thing with outdoor, very challenging when the sun can be in your eyes and like that. But today, a little cooler, but a nice overcast day.
Yeah, minus the wind, this is much easier to play in. But yeah, it had to be 110, 120 on the court yesterday. It was, maybe I burned an extra calorie though, so that's good.
Yeah. If you're watching at home and you haven't tried outdoor yet, there are a lot of places around the country to play. You'd be surprised at some of the colleges and parks and things like that that actually have some outdoor racquetball courts. And quite honestly, all you need is a wall, one wall, to do a little practicing of some outdoor one-wall shots. But
that's it.
yeah, the players are taking a little break. We'll do the same. We'll be back here live in just 1 minute. All right, we're back live. Tiebreaker. Oh, that should be a replay. I shouldn't call for the referee. Referee did stop play then.
Yep. Oh, nice shot. Well, fortunate shot, I'll say that. She
Yeah.
kind of mishit it, caught the side wall, went side, front, side, and slid right by her for a winner there.
Yeah, I feel like it's another thing for indoor players coming outdoor. Sometimes you don't realize how deep the court is. Like sometimes players will let balls go that they think are going to be way out, and they drop in like that one did.
Yep, happens a lot. I know I do it. I think I tend to hit more balls that would have gone out than let balls go that end up staying in.
Yeah,
you know,
I
for some,
definitely did that last night. And as you saw, that one got launched way over the front of the wall. That's down on court 6 probably by now.
We get a new ball too, and clearly livelier too. Oh, nice get. No, 2 bounces.
I think Munoz was questioning whether Mejia's get was good. I couldn't tell from here.
Yeah, I thought she got it. I didn't think she was going to, but then she did get there. She moves well. She gets around the court well.
Yeah, 4 serves 6. Oh, that hit the line, didn't it?
I thought it was in. It was a 20-foot high out the door shot. Oh, great shot. Good get. Nice shot again. It's a good rally. A lot of good shots there.
So many points earned again on that pinch in that front left corner.
Yep. Great serve, super deep. Oh, nice get. There's that shot up the middle.
Shot.
That's a great shot. Great shot out here. Good hands. Oh, great shot there. Great shot. Clutch. Getting tight now. This is a super big serving time right here for these guys. I'd like to see Carla throw in a serve here that catches the side wall. They've all been super straight. That's a good one. Janelle's forehand. Yeah, there we go.
Killer shot by Ledkins.
Big point right there. 5-7.
Yes. There it is again. Oh, Herrera
great shot
got
there.
that one.
Great shot.
Still feel like Herrera's playing a little too deep.
Oh, wow.
That's
Great
another
shot
one.
there. Great shot. She owns that corner, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, well, I mean, I like what she's doing. She's hitting a very deep serve to Herrera, and then she's pinching the ball.
There it comes again. Oh, not
nice.
great yet. Oh, nice shot. 7-7.
Yep. Well, let me see if it's right now it says 6-7. Let's see
Okay.
if it updates or not. Oh, there it is. It is
Okay,
7-7.
7-7. 8-7. Okay, new leaders.
Yeah, might be a good time for a timeout.
And they call a timeout.
They
Sounds
call
like
a
you
timeout.
know what you're talking about.
Well, don't get the wrong idea here. But, we'll take a little break. We'll be back live in just a moment. Welcome back. We're live here in our tiebreaker, a very tight match between the #1 seed team, Janelle Ledkins and Carla Munoz versus Alexander Herrera, Monse Mejia. We're at 8, serving 7. This game is 2-11, win by 1.
Nice shot. You know, I wanted to say that I don't think the timeout was going to affect Janelle. She's serving, she's super competitive. She's not going to let a 60-second timeout affect her, and she didn't. Out the door.
Oh, that one's just wide.
Yeah, super close right
Yeah.
there. 7-9. They could have used that one. Let's see what happens here. Great shot by Herrera. She also owns that left corner like Janelle.
Oh, unforced error to tie it up, 9-9. Will the 1 seeds be upset, or will they pull it out?
Janelle's forehand again. Oh, great shot. That's
so
an outdoor
smart.
shot all the way. That's another one we never practiced right
Yeah,
there.
no, who would have hit that,
Yeah,
right?
you would never do that
The
indoors.
instinct is just not there, but
Yeah.
I applaud Herrera for really moving up and finally covering the pinch
She
from
did.
Janelle.
Right, she hasn't been, right?
Right.
Like you mentioned, 9-9. Just going to go into the left wall, looks like. Nope, straight in. Oh, great shot. Caught the crack.
RB1.
9-9, Carla Munoz serving. I'd like to see her mix it up and go right at Monse's backhand here. Let's see if she does it. Oh, she got it. She got it. She got that. No? Okay. Maybe I'm just biased. I really thought she got
Well,
that.
you know when the ball's in front of the player,
Yeah.
you know it's so hard back here to see it. So I don't know.
They need a point right here. Is it win by 2 here?
No.
No, it is not. Okay. Out the door. Up the middle.
Oh, that's
it
trouble.
made it
Oh,
somehow.
she
Oh, wow.
got it. Look at that effort. Such great effort after an amazing get by Carla Munoz. Really nice pinch, but
Great rally.
still 9-9.
The momentum has definitely swung back. Oh, and
Oh,
then
no,
did that
it
stay
was in.
How did that stay in? Great get. Great pinch.
This is a fight.
10-9.
Match point for the 4 seeds, Herrera and Mejia. Mejia with the serve.
Ah, she left it up front. And that's
What
match.
a match.
Great
What a fight. 11-9 tiebreaker. Alexander Herrera, Mansi Mejia move on to the finals, and they will play the winner of our next match. Coming up next, Holly Scott, Kalani Lawrence versus Erica Mania, Michelle Key. Cliff Swain, thank you. This has been a pleasure for me to listen to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Anytime, and if you ever are so kind to have me back, I promise I won't say a whole bunch of bad
Well,
words.
I won't kick you out if you want to do the next one too. So
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.